Hey guys, what's going on? It's Hyrule Sentinel, back again today with another guide. And in the last guide episode, I showed how I was the Flash and I unlocked everything in the course of a day. No. I don't have that kind of time and I don't want to spend that kind of time on the game. I use the code. The code is great. Check out the code in my other video. I'll leave a link in the description and in the video if you want to see the code to learn how to unlock everything in literally 10 seconds. Super easy. Now, the purpose of today's video is to cover the new content, part 2. So as you can see, I've been monkeying around here in the lobby. We have the monkey. And the monkey's a little bit interesting with this costume because he has one thing. He can either have the shirt or the backpack. Now I choose the backpack because I like backpacking. And he got a hat that's kind of like a chef's hat. So that's what we got. Now, we got 3 new maps. So we'll start on Crumbling Bridge. What you may remember is that there is a new block that is this crumbling stone type of block. That is what makes up the majority of this level. Now I cannot show it off correctly because I'm in a single player mode here to ensure that I could get on this map. But when you jump on a block 3 times, it'll shake for a second and then break. Now the interesting thing about this map is you may think, oh, it's super easy. You just cross the map. You just run, there's a direct bridge. Wow, you made it. But the thing is, unlike this time, the next time any block that's broken will still be broken if you're not playing in a single player mode. Any block that is broken of these stones won't come back. It'll stay broken. So you can make this map more interesting by deciding, you know what? I think the center just needs a giant pit in it. And just spam the jump button a whole bunch. And put a giant pit in the middle. And it's interesting to note that it's not just jumping on these that matters. Wall jumping works too. There's one more below me. So wall jumping also. And stepping on. So now if this was a normal level, that wouldn't spawn back. But because it wants to reset the level here, it does. So that is the first level. And that's the gist of it. It's pretty simple. So now we're going to go check out the second level. The mainframe. That's not what I meant to do. Play local. Now we're going to check out the second level. The mainframe. Ooh, I have to put back on my backpack. Always wear your backpack. Backpacking's a great thing to do. Very stressful on your body, but beautiful thing to do. Sorry, this is not my backpacking channel. Should I make a backpacking channel? I don't know. Anyways, the mainframe. The opposite of the outdoors in nature. So, this map, if you take a look, may seem a little strange. There's 2 giant squares here, and it looks like it's inside of a computer. That's because it's designed to look like it's the inside of a computer, and there's 2 giant squares here. So, I'm just going to put a couple of things to make it so that I can jump across. There we go. So, we'll see how this works here. Now, what you'll notice is when I jump, it leaves these. Now, you may be wondering, what the heck? Oh, yeah, that's a real square there. Most other things are not real. That square is. Now, it's like, you may be thinking, what are these squares useful for? And let me tell you, if they don't reset the map, those squares, the frustrating thing about this is, since I'm playing in single player, it does that. But what will happen is if they don't reset the map, any square there turns into a playable block the next round. And I'll show that in multiplayer here. So we'll come back to this. The next level, or the last level, as you may prefer. Jumping around up here and nope, that's not what I meant to do. We're going to jump around and we're going to go check out the nuclear plant. Now, I don't know what nuclear plant has this much of an elevator in it and is this unsafe. But this one totally is. So we're gonna jump right into it and explain. So, a couple things. First of all, when you start in, the elevator will go up. You can see, you can jump on these, but you can't walk through them because of the 1 block. But that's an exception because it's 2. Now, you may be wondering, and this is also solid, up until there where you can fall. Now, you can do some interesting building techniques here to mess with things that you can't normally do in most levels because you're going straight up. An important thing to remember is that players, as well as getting shot by things, they can just flat out get flattened. So if you make something that is hard to get around, I'm going to put something else up for later, you could make it a real challenge to get all the way to the end. Because if you see here, if I stand here and I'm not in the right area, that's it, it's over. Another interesting thing to note is that when you die in this one, the elevator will just drop and you'll spawn back in the same spot. Which is interesting. Now, some other good techniques for this level that I've found. When you have a whole bunch of stuff that people are focused on, if you can find a row, like if you have that there, and you just have, say, this here, just some things that keep people focused on one area. If you can find a good choke point that people have to go through and put a projectile there, that's a great way to get them shot. Because it's like there's not much you can do here, you have to go through that area. Another thing to note for this level is you can make some really challenging things. You can make some really challenging areas to go through that are hard to go through, but you can make it a little bit easier by using a slow motion clock. So now you have 5 seconds to plan it out and go, even though I still goofed. Am I gonna have to work to get back to there now? Okay. Well, I think you guys have gotten the point. So, I'm gonna go start up a lobby, and I'm gonna go play a bit of a round, not a full round. I'm gonna make a couple people a little bit upset. I'm sorry, people, in advance. But, I'm gonna go create a round to show off how mainframe really should be. So, pause here. And we're back, and we're checking out mainframe. I think something that's interesting to note is this tree's getting pretty big. So I kind of wonder, what if they run out of spots on this tree to make levels? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do if they can't put any more levels on the tree? There's a big wide open area, maybe they could grow another tree. Some cool stuff. Just something to think about. So what you'll notice here as we go into this level is a couple of things. One, we're back here. We have this stuff. We're here with Art, Tapa, and someone else. Cool people. They're gonna try and hide the coin somewhere. Doesn't matter for this level anyways. But what you'll notice is, as you see, we have these lines. But next level, next time through, it changes. Because those are all now solid blocks. It's like there's a mainframe. So, as you can see now, the level changes because you then have to find a new path. And next path, this path that I made right here with this, it won't work. And the reason for that is because this path will have blocks in the way of it. So I can just go hit the wall here. Slide down and get that. I'm good to go. You'll notice the monkey is a little more defined than the other characters. It's a bit more artistically drawn, which is another part of the update I like. It's a bit more high definition. But you'll notice this path is no longer available. And someone else is upset about me having taken it. So, now there's a new path, you know? Now we can just walk up here, and it's just kind of a race. And I made it first. Although if someone was smart, they would have gone for the coin. Come on, Tarappa. You got at least one of them. Nice job. So, I think with this, you guys can get the gist of how the game works with the new update. And some cool stuff in it. So, thank you for watching. Make sure to let me know if there's something you're confused on. What do you want to see a guide from me on? And have a nice day. Bye.